Their cause here, second down and long. Mayfield looks to throw. It's Williams on the catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off the play fake. Freeman. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Freeman. And that'll be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking to throw. Freeman. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught by Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryan. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Mayfield with it once more. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Here's Mayfield. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He gets this one to Boyd. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Mayfield, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Mayfield on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play fake. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And now out comes Houston. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, baby. Return up. Let's get that ball. Where'd he go? Get that ball.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Freeman has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Texans scoop it. And running with power here.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Set, 180.
On 3rd down, Mayfield to Barkley on the check down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And the Giants send out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And here comes the Texans now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun, Freeman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On the draw, it's Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right there. You.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3 down.
Mayfield down. Finds his tight end Ingram. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out.
Again on the play. And the Texans first down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. And late in that one, the Bears have now moved in front. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, Andrews with it, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw. Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. First down, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a giant first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 16, Mayfield. He dumps it off to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Jones. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt, refusing to go down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Joker, 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 Joker.
To throw on 2nd down, Freeman. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Freeman. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. They'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Mayfield now from the 50. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete.
Let's go.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and